all the participants, every one of you, to please head to the link. You all can sign up. We will be projecting the link for all of you. The link is shown, and I request every one of you to please head to the link as it is shown and please do vote. It's just a simple 2 minutes job, but like Swamiji gave the vision. Through this, Swamiji is making us a part of the grand vision of Kailasa. Swamiji is planning for the ministers, ambassadors, and diplomats that are going to be sitting in each of these local Kailasas and ultimately building it up to Maha Kailasa. So we request and urge all of you to use this opportunity. Please head to the respective pages. I request every one of you to please take a few minutes. We'll give you all a few minutes. Please head to the respective platforms and please vote. And all the Chit Sabha members, you all can go to the Raj Sabha voting and the Chit Sabha voting both. And all the Hindus, please head to events.kailasa.org/Hindu-votes and please cast your vote. Today, what Swamiji has showered us with is one of the most important truths. Understanding the grander vision of what Kailasa is. Understanding what Kailasa stands for, what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is revealing through Kailasa. And in this platform, when Swamiji himself has revealed such an elaborate vision, it is time that we all take this responsibility up and we go ahead and share these sacred secrets to people. We become an active part of Kailasa in whichever way that you can, whether it is by time, treasure, talent, or by becoming part of sannyasi, whatever way you can start right now out there, go ahead and start it. You will see the kind of a difference that it will make and the way you will be able to create an impact in what you are manifesting, in what you are building yourself through Kailasa. I request every one of you to please head to the respective platforms. To all the Chit Sabha members, we have posted the link in your Zoom chats itself.
And as Swamiji had mentioned, even the Chit Sabha members can vote both in Rajya Sabha as well as Chit Sabha. So go ahead and cast your votes now.
The first are getting ready to vote. And as each of us are voting, we're going to be manifesting a very beautiful power, the power of enriching. Now, right after this blessings that Swamiji has showered us with, let us all sit, connect to any of your near and dear ones, anyone. You're going to be manifesting the power of enriching, meaning you're going to shift the other person's inner space, and wherever they are stuck, you are going to be offering a solution to them through the third eye. Please understand, just by connecting to Swamiji, you're going to precisely scan and identify the point that they are stuck in, and you are going to be providing solutions for them. And I request each of you to please connect to a partner. Call any of your loved ones, your friends, family members. You can scan through the third eye, identify the exact point that they are stuck in. And you can manifest this power with them. Let us please start.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda. 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 Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Mahamahavagya, spiritual lullaby for Samadhi, and Suprabhatam, wake up call, wake up song for Paramashiva. This Mahamahavagya is spiritual lullaby for you to fall into Samadhi. Suprabhatam, wake up song for Paramashiva to wake up in you. Just remember this one powerful cognition. This Mahamahavagya puts me in Samadhi. This is spiritual lullaby for Samadhi, and Suprabhatam, wake up song for Paramashiva in me, for Paramashiva to manifest. With this one spiritual powerful cognition, chant this Mahamahavagya. Mahamahavagya, spiritual lullaby for Samadhi, and Suprabhatam, wake up call, wake up song for Paramashiva, for Paramashiva to manifest. With this one spiritual powerful cognition, chant this Mahamahavagya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Relax. You all can share how many of you have manifested. All of you can please relax. Please settle down. I request all of you to share how many of you have manifested and what your experience was. And now we're all going to be entering into the next session where we learn about Akasha Bhairava. Let us now listen to the revelations.
A deep unclutching, when it becomes part of your biomemory, even during your whole day of work, if you reside in the same state, that is called Sahaja Samadhi. Nirvikalpa Samadhi becoming Sada Nirvikalpa Samadhi is Sahaja Samadhi. Now, I am literally going to pour with the grace of Paramashiva. I am going to pour Akasha Bhairava. Akasha Bhairava is the pure energy, like a liquid gold. I am going to pour that liquid gold into your Swadhisthana. Listen. Paramashiva's message directly from Sri Kailasa today Akasha Bhairava is the God. Akasha Bhairava is the God who makes all our beings ready for Paramashiva to manifest. Paramashiva really loved, loving, showering himself on all of us. That is why he is still keeping that civilization alive, alive. Again and again he revives that civilization, even though human beings go and destroy it. By their ignorance they get swayed and destroy. Then again he revives. Last time he revived by coming to Madurai as Sundareshwara, and with Meenakshi, Parashakti Parvati, he revived the Kailasa Unnata Dvatashanta Shyamala Pita. Now he saw again the need for revival once more has arisen. The need for revival has happened, is again here back to revive the enlightened civilization. I'll give you the time, the whole sutra. Thought current enlightenment means manifesting the state of Paramashiva, unclutched nirvana, nirvigalpa, suddhadvaita swarupa samadhi. It is not thoughtless state, it is patternless state. Thoughts are different, patterns are different. Thoughts may come from patterns, but thoughts themselves are not patterns. The patternless state of nirvigalpa samadhi me, Paramashiva, is not just totality of some energies, concepts, philosophies, powers. I am alive, living being. I do not have likes and dislikes like you, but I do have likes and dislikes of my space. My life is life pro, absolute life positivity and bliss. Anywhere life positivity manifests, I am manifesting. Anywhere my being is denied, negativity manifests. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Life is the greatest miracle. Life is the greatest contribution. Life is the greatest gift to the universe from Paramashiva. Life is very extension of Paramashiva, my own being. Life is very extension of Paramashiva. When you realize and make yourself life positive, you give a superconscious breakthrough to yourself, when the group of humanity makes life positive decisions for themselves, they give superconscious breakthrough for their group. When a nation makes a life positive decisions and governance, it gives superconscious breakthrough to itself. If a civilization makes itself life positive, it gives superconscious breakthrough to itself. If a whole humanity makes life positive decisions and strategies, it gives superconscious breakthrough to itself. Life is miracle. Life is the greatest gift from Paramashiva. Every life is miracle. In your personal cognition about yourself as a first person, be life pro, life positive. In the second person, relationships with the people in front of you, be life pro, life positive. With the third persons, be life positive, life pro. There is something called fourth persons. We don't even remember, like animals. Animals in the ocean, animals in the forest, even towards them, be life positive. There's a fifth persons, plants, trees, hills, rivers, oceans. Be life positive even towards them. To everything, be life positive. This is the introductory message for superconscious breakthrough to all of you in individual level and collective level. Be intensely life positive. Be intensely life positive. Be intensely life positive. Listen. Pure life positivity, absolute life positive energy is superconsciousness of Paramashiva. The food you eat, the way it is produced, the way it is processed or cooked, the way it is consumed, the way you detox yourself, clean your body after the digestion, the whole thing, end to end, should be absolutely life positive. Same way, the words you generate, see, the pure vibration is the nada in you. How you convert that nada into sabda, sabda into language, how you use those words on yourself, and how you use that words on others, and how others use words on you, and how you consume get impacted, decide to get impacted by the words others use on you. The whole thing should be with absolute life positivity. Listen, I'll explain step by step. Whether the words you create and use within yourself, use on others, and the words others use on you, and the way you decide to cognize, cherish, get impacted by others' words, everything should be life positive, pure positivity. The way your food, the way your words, the way your consciousness functions, the way you cognize things happening, the way you build yourself, the way you build your life's experiences, everything should be absolutely life positive. Absolutely pure positive. Listen intensely. If you operate with intense love, powerful cognitions like a love, compassion, joy, bliss, giving, the Ananta Kalyana gunas of Paramashiva, you will expand so much. Your perception about you will expand. Your perception about life, reality will expand. Reality itself will expand. Understand? This is what I call life positive decisions. Actually, if you operate from this life positivity, even the chemicals and hormones your body secretes, manifests, strengthens your immune system. There are multiple tons of researches nowadays. If you just Google, you will find tons of proofs for what I am saying. If you operate what you consider as a love, joy, bliss, compassion, even that, the chemicals and hormones your body manifests, strengthens your immune system. And if you operate from the cosmic cognition of you are Paramashiva, the kind of the hormones and chemicals your body will manifest and the kind of the immune systems, the strength your immune system will feel, the strength you will experience is unimaginable. And I tell you, same way, every action you do from fear, guilt, anger, anxiety, the kind of the hormones and chemicals you release inside your system breaks your system literally, breaks your nervous system and destroys your whole body and mind. Rebuild the trust, rebuild love, joy, bliss, powerfulness. Out of that new conscious being you are building, absolute life positivity, take decisions. Influence now. Influence the present moment. Be powerful over the present moment. Understand? Live in the present moment is not a complete truth. Have power over the present moment is the complete truth. The power of now is having power over now. Listen. Understand how you feel about you now and how you feel about the world now. Make that too powerful. If you understand and make yourself powerful, that you are Paramashiva, you will understand world is so auspicious and you are the power. Whatever you think, perceive, even as bad, was never bad, is never bad, will never be bad. It is your wrong perception is the problem. Delusion is the problem. Everything is happening properly. You just need to add more life positivity, more understanding. You just need to remember again and again, you are Paramashiva, and face everything out of strength and powerfulness. Understand? First, I want to tell you, I am neither optimistic nor pessimistic. I don't see world as negative. I don't see world as positive. I see the reality as it is. Listen. I don't see the world negative. I don't see world as positive. I just see it as reality and give you the existential truth to give you superconscious breakthrough. When you have superconscious breakthrough, whole life becomes positive, which is beyond positive and negative. Understand? When I say life positive, it is not the opposite word to life negative. For example, when you are frustrated, feeling low, you will feel life is negative, whole world is negative, whole world is conspiring against you, and everything is a fate, predetermined. There is no freedom, there is no life. You suffocate yourself. One of the most cunning thing your mind can do is it will make you doubt everyone other than itself. You slap yourself, beat yourself, stagger yourself 24/7 continuously and blame everyone in the world for stabbing you, for backstabbing you, front stabbing you, attacking you, slapping you. You blame everyone in the world, saying, oh, he's stabbing me, he's kicking me, he's beating me, he's slapping me. You blame God, you blame people, you blame world, you blame situation, you blame everything. But you continue to destroy yourself. You don't want to wake up to the reality you are doing it. So you just blame the whole world. When you feel life is negative, this is the way you perceive, you function. When you feel life is positive, you are excited, inspired, joyful, energetic. Listen carefully. When you are excited, inspired, energetic, You feel life is free will. Even the sky is not the limit. Full of energy, enthusiasm, excitement. And you feel everyone is good. You do all good to you and also praise everyone is doing good to you. When you see the reality as it is, the love floods from your consciousness. I tell you, the love flooding from your consciousness is power. Love never makes you weak. If you are feeling love makes you vulnerable and weak, you are fool. Love makes you powerful, life positive. If you are feeling love makes you vulnerable, because of your love, others are taking advantage of you. You are becoming demon. You are falling in the trap of demons. I tell you, love does not make you life negative, life positive. It makes you living life powerful. The love I am talking is a power. Love makes you life powerful. I see the reality and I can see how the love makes me powerful and makes everyone in the world powerful. This love is a love comes from your being when you see the reality as it is. Neither life positive nor life negative, just reality as it is. That love empowers you. Listen carefully. My love not only empowers me, it empowers every one of you who receive it. Your existence, what you feel as you consciously, does not get disturbed, shaken, even when your body is pulled out of you. When your mind is pulled out of you, it doesn't get shaken by anything being pulled out of you. Listen, I am not brainwashing you. Keeping Mahadeva, Paramashiva as a witness, I am revealing his inner space. How he is inside, I am opening it to all of you. I am just opening a door for all of you to experience Paramashiva's inner space. I am telling you, just internalize this. Your balance sheet will go up. You will take amazing business decision. You will take enlightened business decisions, enlightened relationship decisions, enlightened health decisions, enlightened life strategies. your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial does not impact you. It does not have a stay over you. When you torture yourself with your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, you become demon. I have always seen people who torture themselves become murderers. Strength because you can get involved with the life is freedom. Having a son or daughter, kid, does not make you father or mother. The feeling, experience you have by knowing you can get involved with that kid's life and mold it beautifully in an enlightened way, that makes you father or mother. Ability to get involved in your responsibility builds your career. Ability to get involved with your guru and his sangha makes you enlightened. Ability to make enlightened decisions about your health makes you live healthy and long. See, life is all about the diagnosis and solution. Not having blind spots in your diagnosis or making enlightened decisions or executing those enlightened decisions. That's all life is all about. The physics, chemistry, biology of this pralaya, this pandemic happening, is rooted in delusion. Do not allow delusion. Do not allow delusion. I'll give you examples for delusion. 1. False diagnosis. The real problem is you having headache, but falsely diagnosing your spouse is responsible for all your sufferings. You just need a cup of coffee, not diverse lawyer or dating site. Stop false diagnosis. Always first choice should be looking inside for the cause of the problem, and solution for the problem is enlightened way of living. Understand? If you are not able to find any reason for your problems, cause and solution inside, then start looking for outside. But first, looking inside for the source and cause of the problem and solution is enlightened living. False diagnosis is delusion. That's first. Next, I know the solution, but I am not able to do it. That is the delusional arrogance. Understand? Delusional arrogance looks like almost humbleness, but extreme demonic violence. Listen. Ravana knows the solution is simply return Sita to Rama. But delusional arrogance. Shishubala knows, just shut the mouth and stop abusing Krishna. But delusional arrogance. I tell you, stop delusion and delusional arrogance. Stop delusion and delusional arrogance. I am repeating. If you rightly diagnose cause of your one problem inside and decide to work to solve it, suddenly Paramashiva gives you so much energy, you will solve 10 of your problems. I tell you, this Pralaya, Paramashiva is opening the stargate of Kailasa to liberate billions. Actually, he is waiting to liberate all of us. Otherwise, he would not have sent me here. Especially with so much of torture and suffering, attacks, he will not be keeping me alive still if he does not have a purpose. I tell you, I am useless for myself and for the world other than giving liberation. I am only useful for only one thing. I can liberate people, that's all. I have no other use. Consciously decide to be surrendered, to be in oneness with Paramashiva. It is not necessary you need to be 24 hours remembering him, or any other prerequisite or demand. Listen, I'll explain detailed way. Consciously, what you know as you, from that integrity, if you decide and declare, O Mahadeva, Paramashiva, consciously what I know as me, with that whole my core being, I declare, I surrender myself to you, Prabhu, Mahadeva, Paramashiva, manifest through me. Let oneness happen between you and what I know as me. Just this simple declaration, connection is enough. After that, there is no condition you should be this way, that way, all that. Please understand. You have your own false scales, ideas, conditions, which starts self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial in you. You feel once you say Paramashiva, I surrender to you, immediately you say some light should flash, boom, and then Paramashiva should appear and say, oh my son, I am here. I accepted you, sit in my lap. No. All your ideas about how Paramashiva should react is stupid. Be very clear. He manifests in your consciousness in his own way. I am telling you, today I was in such samadhi and ecstasy. I literally pulled myself out of my seat and made me sit here. One of the biggest enemy stopping you experience Nirvikalpa Samadhi is your self-criticizing pattern. See, you strongly believe you have not achieved oneness, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, unclutching, completion, because there is a definition for that state and that definition is not manifesting in you. You are such a, first of all, any person who thinks there is a definition for Nirvikalpa Samadhi, there is a definition for oneness, is a fool. Your mind cannot grasp even the definition. Forget about using the definition as the scale to measure whether you achieved it or not. You can do only one thing. Continuously remember to surrender, consciously declare to Mahadeva, Paramashiva, I am consciously declaring. Manifesting in me, only you can do. I'll tell you precisely, exactly right attitude. Declare to Paramashiva, Prabhu, really, I personally do not know much about the way you exist. But as per your declaration in Vedas and Agamas and my Guru's confirmation, I have some idea about how you exist. Whether that idea is complete or not, I do not know. But what I know as me, I surrender unto you. I offer me to you. Please, you take away me in you. You radiate. Let you alone exist. Let me experience absolute oneness, nirvikalpa samadhi, unclutching, complete completion, or whatever the highest state. I may not know the name or words to describe. Let me experience that. Declare it consciously. Remember one thing. Even if you are consciously enjoying somebody swimming, his brain activities, neuron activity is mirrored in you. Even ordinary swimming, his neuron activities are mirrored in your brain. Can't you understand the great cosmic experience, existence, Paramashiva, when you surrender to him? Will his neuron activity not mirror in you? Don't you understand? When you pray, when you decide to have feeling connection, when you declare to have oneness with Paramashiva, be assured simply his neuron activities mirror in your brain. How it should, you don't put a condition. Once you surrender and declare, whatever is happening, decide to know very clearly that is he manifesting. If you are even feeling irritated, what can be done? That is the way he is manifesting. Whatever he is manifesting. Go with that peacefulness, Shanta Swarupa. Then he sinks deeper and deeper into your being. Your being sinks deeper and deeper into his existence. I tell you, every situation you feel irritated, angry, violated, intruded, just don't react. Be calm and look in. What is making you feel violated? What is making you feel irritated? What is it that is getting into your nervous system? What is it that constantly shakes you? If you see, you will understand it has nothing to do with what is happening externally. It is something triggered internally. I tell you. Getting triggered internally and reacting for it externally and making stupid decisions is called delusion. Delusion is worse than death, because death is only 1 minute happening. Delusion destroys you, which is like a continuous suffering. The decisions you make in delusion is worse than death. Death is actually nothing. It's just changing clothes. If the load of getting irritated, getting violent is taken away from your system, you will start having feeling connection with powerful cognitions and higher existence intensely. I tell you, I have have seen this work thousands of times, not just in my life, my gurus. See, actually, when people come to my gurus, I have seen how my gurus deal the disciples, devotees. People come with the problems. I have seen my Guru Isaki Swami personally advising and people getting benefit of this Nirahara Samyama. See, Nirahara Samyama is nothing but you becoming Mahabhairava. See, Mahabhairava is described to be a human flesh eater. Naramamsa Bhakshini. That doesn't mean you will kill human beings and eat. No. Your own body eating itself is Naramamsa Bhakshini. Your own flesh is eaten by your own body. When you don't give solid food, you are Mahabhairava, Akasha Bhairava. Sit as Akasha Bhairava. Don't give solid food, only lubricate your system through liquid diet. Give a very healthy liquid diet, very healthy juices, herbs. I'm not saying don't give nutrients. Give nutrients, minerals, everything needed for the body in a liquid form. When you start doing that, body will try to throw tantrum. It will behave like a mad mother-in-law. Indian mother-in-law. Mad Indian mother-in-law. It will try to break everything. Listen. During those moments, if you can practice completion, if you can practice unclutching, you will master all kinds of impacts, influence of chemicals on your biology. The whole modern day education system is just to keep you in continuous confusion in the name of imaginary fear-based plans. I am not against planning. I am against enjoying your confusion, laziness, stupidity in the name of planning. completely disconnecting you from reality and the requirements of the life is modern day education, where you are taught very well to do the psychodrama. Hey, I may not contribute, but if I am not there, I will collapse. If you know to play that game, you can raise the ladder of the corporate ladder. Because the education system is basically to cheat others. So naturally the fellows who are evolving through that system will be cheating the owners. It is like you cheat me, I cheat you. The whole thing is vengeance based. No doubt, when you build large buildings and develop a city, you need to understand how the sewage water need to go out, how the electricity circuit need to be provided, how the drinking water supply need to happen, how the people who are using the city will come in and go out. No doubt. But surely planning cannot replace living. The fundamental damage done is making the person believe life is difficult. Once the person starts believing life is difficult, even picking up this and keeping there becomes a big project plan. Will this table take the weight, and the weight is 200 gram, and the table's depth and the material in which table is made of, and the stress test by then the logic to come to a decision conclusion is forgotten. Now with what question you started thinking, what for you started your analysis is forgotten. This corporate project planning established in the fundamental false understanding life is difficult. Anything, I tell you, if you know to pick up the simple thought current, you can just go on breaking this stagnant attitude and the status quo, and go on be breaking. And I have seen people are afraid of breaking many things. Oh, then we will be just progressing. That is what? What else is life then? And not just expanding this city, expanding this universe is our life. I am looking at billions expanding their consciousness and having access to all the multi-dimensions of the universe in every step of the life, in every move of the life, expanding is education, not entertaining confusion to justify your existence, not only feeling stuck, making that as a legitimate system is modern education. If somebody can verbalize beautifully and make a PowerPoint presentation about getting stuck, it is called corporate strategy planning meeting. End of the day, a few cup of coffee and burger, pizza, Coke bottles have disappeared. That's all, nothing else. Move, move, move. Break the status quo. That is life. If you are studying about status quo, that is education. Nobody wants a report about status quo. Everyone wants only to break the status quo. Break the status quo. I am not interested in a report about the status quo. This is the greatest secret for being successful forever. Actually, I am going to make only 3 statements. Listen. Consciousness resides in you in the shape of intense light, in the shape of your thumb. See, just this thumb size, angushta matra. Thumb size, alive, intense life, tejas. That is consciousness. It stays inside you, thumb size light. Listen carefully. When I breathe tejas into your life, you will see the consciousness as an intense light in the size of your thumb. Angushtamatra purushaha. The size of the thumb, consciousness, purusha, resides in you. This is the first statement. Second, that Purusha is connected to all the minor chakras of your body. When I infuse energy into the Purusha of you, that Angushta Matra, your will to exist, your consciousness, your soul, it spreads to all the minor chakras and into your life. Listen. Listen to this. When that energy manifests into your minor chakras and from your minor chakras into your whole life, everything you want will go on be happening. And your consciousness, your free will to do right or wrong is your power, that size of the thumb, angushta matra purusha in you, size of the thumb as a pure tejas, life, energy, consciousness, your soul is staying inside you, which controls all the minor chakras. And that pure tejas, soul, can reflect Paramashiva himself. You don't need to feel shy in front of Paramashiva. His compassion, he made all of us from his own core material. See, the material out of which he made himself, the same material he took and made us also. Like the clay in which we make Ganesha, with the same clay we make the mouse, which eats all the Nivedyam we keep for Ganesha. The material with which Ganesha is made, out of the same material, the mouse, the cat, sorry, not cat, rat, the mouse, Ganesha's Vahana is also made. Same way, Paramashiva, the material with which he made himself, out of that same material, he just took material from him and made us. That material is that Angushta Matra Purusha, Parameshwara. When he made Paramashiva, when he made himself, he took that same material and made all of us. That material is Angushta Matra Purusha, freedom to do right or wrong, free will to do right or wrong. So now I'll give you the gist, just three truths. Your consciousness, free will to do good or bad, right or wrong, that is residing in you as Angushta Matra Purusha, the thumb size conscious soul in you. First. Second, all the minor chakras of your body is controlled by that Purusha. So when energy comes from Kailasa and enters into that Purusha, from Purusha that energy goes to all minor chakras and oozes out to your life. That's the second. Third, your consciousness is the passport and visa for you to go to Kailasa, Kailasa. Even rishis and devatas don't have that. They have to come to human plane and take this body, only then they can go. This is the airport. They may be living anywhere, but they have to come to airport to get into the flight. Even if he is the head of the nation. So that's the first thing. Second, Paramashiva made us from the same material out of which he made himself. It is like he manifested himself and just took some part of his own, himself, and made each one of us. And that part which he himself took it out of himself, that part is what is Angushta Matra Purushaha. Thumb size consciousness. So now, I will import more tejas, energy, consciousness from Mahakailasa and infuse into all your Angushtamatra Purushaha. So, it radiates into your minor chakras and from minor chakras oozes out into your life. Swamiji, where in the body Angushtamatra Purusha resides, that actually differs from person to person. There is no such thing. See, generally, it resides in Anandagandha, just below the heart, above the navel. Just below the heart, below the Anagata chakra, above the navel chakra, this region. Generally, but it is not mandatory. You have to experience Angushtamatra Purusha only there. Sometimes you will experience even on the third eye, the Angushtamatra Purusha. Sometimes very highly evolved beings experience even on the Dwadashanta, means 12 inch above the Sahasrara. Dwadashanta. Each kshetra in Hindu tradition is considered as one chakra. For example, Tiruvannamalai is considered as a Manipuraka chakra, navel center. And Chidambaram is considered as heart chakra, Anagata chakra, heart center. Madurai is considered as Dwadashanta Sthala. That is why in my name, our national anthem, Kailasa national anthem, you will see Kailasonnata Dwadasanta Shyamala Pita. Kaila, among the Kailasa's manifestation, the highest Unnata, Dvatashanta. Madurai is considered as Dvatasanta Sthala, Kshetra. Angushtamatra Purusha can be experienced in any place. Is Angushtamatra Purusha, same as Atma Rama. Yes, you can call it as Atmanada, Atma Rama, Atmeshwara, and all those words means the same. Angushtamatra Purusha. In Upanishad, we use one more word, Pratyagatma Chaitanya. Even that word is Angushtamatra Purusha. Atma Rama can be used to say Angushtamatra Purusha. Atma Linga, even that word is used as an equivalent to Angushtamatra Purusha. Upanishad uses at least 20 different words to explain the Angushtamatra Purusha in the same meaning. So Atma Rama is one of the word. The Ramayatis, Ramayat Sampradayis, they call the same Angushtamatra Purusha as Atma Rama. Listen carefully. The cognition's inner software which operates your system, which generates your desire patterns, your joy patterns, your pleasure patterns, your greed patterns, your fear patterns, your anxiety patterns, your depression patterns, your frustration patterns, your good idea of your bad, your right, wrong, all which you generate, which is generated inside your system continuously. That source software should operate with more and more by the qualities of consciousness, Paramashiva, not by the qualities and ideas of body, but by the qualities and ideas of Paramashiva, superconsciousness, consciousness, the state, space, powers and being of Paramashiva. Beautifully Krishna says, the consciousness can neither be killed nor be burned or be made wet. The great qualities of consciousness should be your cognition about you. Consciously decide to program, meditate, contemplate, declare to yourself, you are consciousness, Paramashiva, even with you. Behave yourself as Paramashiva. Even with you, behave yourself as Paramashiva. That is the highest integrity to Paramashiva. Understand? If you think you have something other than Paramashiva, you abuse Paramashiva. How can anything other than Paramashiva exist? Then you are more powerful than Paramashiva. He is the only Purusha. No other Purusha exists other than Paramashiva. So even with yourself, behave as Paramashiva is integrity to Paramashiva. This is the best way you will prepare yourself for Paramashivoham experience. Reality. Listen. Reality is what I am going to work now in this superconscious mutation process. Listen. You are alive. You are alive. That's the only reality. You have some amount of money. You have certain property. All this is imagination approved by society and law of the land, but not reality. How many of you are realizing it? Raise your hand. You are alive is only reality. You have some amount of money. Is your imagination accepted by your bank? You have certain properties. Is an imagination accepted by your country? You have wife or husband. Is your imagination accepted by your spouse? The day your spouse decides he or she does not accept your imagination of having a spouse, over. Bye. You are alive is only reality. You are alive is the only reality. Everything else is an imagination accepted by certain people at certain level in certain zone. How many of you are understanding? other than you being alive. Everything else is imagination. How many of you realizing this truth? Other than you are alive. That's the only reality. Listen, even if you think you have a 6 feet body, you have a beautiful body, or you have an ugly body, all this is also imagination inserted into you by certain people, accepted by certain people, and kept alive by certain people. Your shape, size can change anytime, and it is constantly changing. Sometimes more than 3 pounds a day you change. Up, down. 3 pounds a day you change. Listen. More the reality is infused by Paramashiva, his super consciousness, more powers you manifest. Delusions disappear. Life becomes powerful, real, energetic. Don't be afraid of reality. That's all. Don't forcibly cling to delusion. Don't forcibly cling to delusion. If your life becomes more and more energetic, powerful, delusions lose power over you in multi-level. Evolve in reality. Let every day of your life raise you more and more into reality. Ravana is not wrong when he shows his power. He was wrong when he was trying to possess Kailasa, control Kailasa. If Ravana has not played with Paramashiva, he would not have been destroyed. If he has not tried to do games with Kailasa and Paramashiva, he would not have been destroyed. Same way Bhasmasura. If he has not tried to go after Paramashiva, destroy Paramashiva, he would not have been destroyed. Same way Daksha. See, Bhasmasura lived 16,000 years. Only when he decided to stretch his hand on Paramashiva, he was destroyed. 16,000 years he ruled the world happily. Ravana lived 12,000 years. Go and see the Ramayana. 12,000 years. Only when he decided to disturb Kailasa, Nandi gave the curse. It is Nandi's curse. Vanarasena came and destroyed Ravana. You don't need to drop your knowledge. Keep knowledge to play with the world. Keep integrity to play with Kailasa. Keep knowledge to play with the world. Be strategic. Same way Daksha. Daksha did thousands of yajnas. He lived quite a long time. He was a Prajapati, president of the humanity. I don't know how many of you understand the word Prajapati means. He was the head of the humanity, whole humanity. Only when he started directly attacking Paramashiva, he got destroyed. Having power, having knowledge, showing it in the world is not wrong. You get into mess only when you try to behave like Ravana, try to damage Kailasa or try to put your hand on Paramashiva, or like Daksha try to fight with Paramashiva, only then you get into trouble. Otherwise, you will never have trouble. Delusion with deluded people is not wrong. But when you try to show your delusion with reality, means Paramashiva or Kailasa, that is where you mess. Be boss to the world. Be a simple disciple to Paramashiva. Then you will be successful forever. As long as Ravana did not try to possess Kailasa, he lived ruling 3 worlds. I don't know how many of you know Ravana had the title Ravaneshwara. Ravana was living like a Ishwara for 3 worlds. Only when he decided to possess Kailasa, try to shake Kailasa, he got into the mess. Within 3 years he was killed. When he decided to take Kailasa and try to move Kailasa, after that only 3 years he lived. That's all. 12,000 years he lived as a Ishwara because he tried to disturb Kailasa only 3 years. Within 3 years he was destroyed. Ravana would have been great if he has not tried to fight with Kailasa. Nobody could have killed Bhasmasura if he has not stretched his hand on Paramashiva. Daksha would have been the Prajapati. I don't know how many of you know Daksha is a Smritikara. He wrote the first jurisprudence. Manusmriti was second, not first. Daksha Smriti was the first. Manusmriti was second. Because Daksha Smriti was discarded by Paramashiva, Manusmriti became popular. I don't know how many of you know. How many of you know that Daksha is the son-in-law of Manu? Manu's daughter is Daksha's wife. Because Daksha's Smriti was discarded, Paramashiva asked Manu to write one more Smriti. So Manu wrote the Smriti, that became the jurisprudence for human beings. Otherwise, the first jurisprudence was written by Daksha. Because he directly dared to attack Paramashiva, he was destroyed. Otherwise, he would not have been destroyed. Delusion being used with deluded people is okay. But don't try to use the delusion on reality. That is the only place where you mess it. Your delusion becomes too much. You think through your delusion you can play with reality. You can't sit in negotiation table with Paramashiva. You can't threaten Paramashiva. You can't use greed, fear, anything to deal with Paramashiva. Understand that. Simple, straightforward surrender. Conversational relationship. You will always win and protected. You will see everyone whom I am protecting and constantly winning in their life games. Just see, only thing they have is conversational relationship with me. That's all. And I know they will not try to use their delusion, fear, anger, violence, greed to deal with me. Use all that to deal with the world, not with me. If you use your delusion, you will make millions into billions in Wall Street. Because the whole Wall Street is delusion. Use delusion where the delusion is useful. If you use your strategies, your delusion, knowledge, everything in Wall Street, you will make millions into billions. Less than a year, you will make. But if you use your delusions, your knowledge on Kailasa or on Paramashiva, you will lose everything.
Nithyanandam. Today we learned some of the most important, most beautiful and profound sacred truths from Swamiji. And tomorrow, all of us will be having a very, very special, powerful darshan. Tomorrow, of course, is Ardhanarishwara Day. But tomorrow we're going to be having the special Ganesha Chaturthi darshan tomorrow on the occasion of Ganesha Chaturthi. Tomorrow, 18th evening, our time is Ganesha Chaturthi morning in India, and we will be having the Pratyaksha Pada Puja and so many other celebrations. Do not miss tomorrow. Please be there. Tomorrow, we're also going to be learning about the gender identity, and about 11 genders. We're going to be learning some of the most important aspects of Hinduism. So do not miss. Please be there. I think we've already extended quite a bit beyond time. So we thank all of you for being here today, and we welcome all of you to join with us tomorrow. And this brings us all to the conclusion of our day today. Let us conclude our day with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashivoham Level Om Nithyanandam.